Going to have a quick look here at the Weihrauch HW90 0.22. If you're looking for more videos, it is otherwise known as a Theoben evolution, Theoben, or also known as Beemen, Beemen, a Beemen model RX, which is the American version. So if you're looking for more videos on the gas ram from Theoben or the HW90, the Weihrauch HW90, sorry. Gonna just do a quick overlook, quick review, what I think of it. First things, get the bad things out of the road. The weight of the rifle supposedly is 4.2 kilograms. It feels much heavier, probably because of the length of it. Been out for maybe 3 or 4 times now, but when I've been out for a good 3 or 4 hours, and after 3 or 4 hours it does weigh on your shoulders. I will have to get a strap fitted to it. I've only had it for about 3 or 4 weeks. Other bad thing about it, or the only other bad thing I can find about it, the sights, which was here and of course one at the end, very poor, very hard to look through. Just didn't like them at all. Didn't remove them until I actually fitted the scope, and I had a lamp fitted to the top of the scope, and the light bounced off the front sight here and bounced back into the sight, which made it unable to see at night time. So straight back in, took the front sight off, and of course could see perfectly. Right, on to the good things. Obviously the main thing about this brake barrel is the gas ram. Here you have the gas ram, which supposedly it says here made in Germany. Wrong. Made in Great Britain by Theoben. Turn the gun over quickly and you'll see the Theoben stamp on the other side. There you go, Theoben. Turn it back over, with of course a bit of shaky hand syndrome. There we go, back round again. The good thing about the gas ram is, unlike a Springer, you can leave it cocked for longer periods of time. The thing with leaving a Springer cocked is, of course, you're stretching the spring, you're fatiguing the metal. With the gas ram, all you're compressing inside here is air or oxygen. You can compress it, leave it for, supposedly some people have left for testing purposes, left them for 2 weeks, and then checked muzzle velocity and foot pound, and there's been no changes. You can adjust the power on it, which I will be doing as I am a FAC holder. Say again, I am a FAC holder. So nobody gets upset. You'll see the little screw there at the end protruding from the back. You remove it and it's actually a Presta valve, the one you would find on a racing bike, a cycling racing bike. You put your pump in there, pump it up to whatever PSI, whatever bar you want. Supposedly it can go up to 26 foot-pound. Reports that have had off that, very bad. You lose a lot of accuracy. The recoil is quite bad, and of course it will be harder to cock. Then we are looking at the trigger mechanism. Very nice, slightly too easy to pull the trigger. There's a 2-way adjustable screw there and a screw on the trigger. I will be making it slightly harder to pull, as you can literally brush your finger across the trigger and it will go off. Very, very light trigger. This little red button here on the opposite side of the gun is your safety off. This trigger here, pull that safety back on. I'll give you a quick demonstration. Push this to the other side, safety off. Pull this like so, safety back on. and I was talking about the recoil. If you pump it up at the minute, the recoil is not bad, but still I had to upgrade my scope mounts to sports marketing, double lock at the top, double locks at the bottom, and in this back one there's a grub screw that screws down into the casing around the gas ram. There's two recesses for the grub screw, one here, one here, and one here. Don't know if you can see it yet. There's one there, and there's one there obviously, and there's another one there. So you can lock the scope in without it moving. Actually, the first time I put the scope on, it actually, after 3 or 4 shots, it jumped from here to hanging off the back. That was 3 or 4 shots. Lem it back in, re-tightened it, come out again, tightened it so much it was scared of breaking it. Shot an hour, 3 or 4 shots, and actually jumped back 1/4 of an inch. Then I went back in again, over tightened it, and broke the bolts. So that's how tight I actually had it. It's got a nice cheek pad on it, very broad, nice. It's not too thin to hurt your cheek when you're resting on it. It's not too thick. It is thick, I may say, but it's not uncomfortable. Doesn't get in your road. It doesn't protrude out too far, which is, I would say, would just be about right. Then the butt pad, or the recoil pad, very, very soft. As you can probably actually see, you can actually push your finger into it fairly well. Extremely grippy. Nice to hold against your shoulder. That will help grip. You won't have to hold all the weight of the gun. The finish on the gun, as you can see, is all even except my greasy finger mark there. All over, very even. Nice grip. It's also even. That's usually a bit you find it's uneven. On down, the bluing on the gun is good, except of course greasy finger marks for me again. All even. The cocking mechanism, I have another air rifle, and this one you actually find it. You do have to pull it. The stroke is longer than a normal air rifle. In other words, there's more movement in it than a Springer, as in you probably pull it back an extra 2 or 3 inches. Must have something to do with the longer stroke in the gas ram. I have fitted to it a Hawk 4-12 by 50 illuminated reticle. Says there somewhere, can't see it, it's underneath. Sports HD 12-15 mil dot sight, of course. You need the mil dot for the air rifle. Very good scope, not going to go on about it too much. Does the job. You can see through it. Of course, there's a phone ringing just as I've started doing the video. Grips on this here rifle, did a couple of tests with different pellets from about 18 meters, which was the best I had to hand. The best I could do was with this. It was about a 20 mil spread, and this was with a Bisley pest control pellets. Here you go. I had to copy it onto a piece of paper because the target was actually wet. Didn't want to bring it inside. Copied it straight from the target. As you can see here, about the width of my finger, roughly 20 millimeters, and that was at 18 meters. Well, dead on 18 meters actually. If you didn't count this one here, that's flew to the left, you're probably talking about 15 millimeter spread, and that was with a pest control pellet, which is of course hiding under there holding the rifle up. That's my overall review of the rifle. Quick look at the Jack Pike bag I had to buy because of the scope. I had to buy one which had this area at the top here to fit the scope. Nice camouflage if you're walking through woods or foresty or fields, but only one thing I have to say bad about the gun is the weight of it. everything else brilliant. The power, great. You can adjust the power even better. Cheek pad, great. The recesses for the scope, a must have. It's on it, brilliant. The smoothness of the cocking action, brilliant. Just zoom in here, you see HW90 caliber 2.5, 5.5, and a couple of pictures of little pellets. Don't know why that's there. But overall, absolutely fantastic. The price range on these is anywhere from, I've seen them going for 300 up to 450. I would say I would pay 400, no bother. And that's my overlook of the HW90 Weihrauch, otherwise known as the Theoben Evolution, otherwise known as the Beemen RX. Beemen spelled B-E-E-M-E-N, American make. And that's my overlook of the gun. Cheers for looking.